The formula for abundance. So what's that all about? Well, I want to share with you today a very simple formula, a bit of mindset to get you focused, indeed challenge you to maybe shift where you are right now to where you need to be. And let me put it into context, dead simple, it's this. Be times do equals have. Okay, be times do equals have. Let me explain that for you so that we can put that into some value in terms of what it is that you're doing right now in your business, or probably more likely and more challengingly, you're not doing in your business right now, and here it is. Essentially, be is really all about your thoughts. What is it that you know that drives your passion, your thinking process whilst you're working in your business, or indeed in your life? The next, when we're looking at do, we're really looking then at the quality of action. How good are you actually acting in terms of what it is that you actually need to do? And then have is really about your results. What results are you getting? Now, I'm going to make a bit of a guess here that probably, in all likelihood, the results you're getting aren't necessarily where you want them to be. And here's why. You haven't got to focus on who it is you need to be, your behaviors, your being, your beliefs. I really understand in business, there is so much interference out there. So what do we do about that interference? How do we then start to shift our mindset so that we can deal with that? Because what happens when you start to focus on your mindset is the quality of activity, of action, of what you're actually doing vastly increases, it improves. And guess what? It means that what you have at the end of that is in a whole new game, a whole new field. You get a lot more for what it is that you're doing. Does that make sense? So let's have a think just about where you are right now, because I'm going to guess that at the moment you are probably really busy in your business, doing loads of stuff. But what results are you getting? Are they really where you want them to be? You're doing stuff, you're getting results. You're doing stuff, you're getting results. And that's what I would term as a transaction. You're being transactional. Now, in order to actually take your business to where you want it to go, and just ask yourself the question right now, is my business really paying me what I'm worth? Am I getting out of my business what I truly, truly believe I should be worth? Am I where I am right now because that's what I thought when I started this business in the first place? And if there's some doubt in those questions, or you're kind of like thinking to yourself, well, maybe no, I'm not, then something's got to change. And the interesting point on this is your being. It's your beliefs, who you need to be in order to get your business to where you want to get it to. Now, the significant difference on that is it's a transformational process. When you shift your mindset, your being, and you start focusing in terms of who you need to be. So if you want to grow a business to be in a £500,000 business, there's absolutely no point in having a scarcity mindset and being a £200,000 business owner right now. You need to start focusing on what does a £500,000 business owner do? What's the quality of their behaviors, their beliefs, their focus in terms of their routine on a daily basis? What you end up with is transformation. Has a massive impact on the results. Much higher quality of actions that you're doing. And interestingly, you're not worried about the interference that's going on here. You're not worried about the fear, the anxiety, the worry. Everything resides on my shoulder. It goes beyond that. You start to get a lot more focused, positive drive in terms of where you want to get to. There's an interesting aspect to this one, and one what I want to share with you, which actually just shifts that onus very slightly. And it's because actually, I'm going to guess most of you out there right now aren't really thinking about who it is that you need to be. What you're probably thinking about is, what is it that I want? What are the results that I want? And let me just give you an insight as to how you can use be times do equals have in a way to actually start to focus. And I want you to think about this year, right now, how you can impact on that. So let's spin be, do, have on its head. And what I mean by that is, you're all out there, you're interested in actually results. You want stuff. I want to have this. So when I talk to you about be, do, have, it's kind of like flipping on its arse and turning around and saying, well, actually, what do you mean I've got to start focusing on who I need to be in order to get the results? Well, let's look at it in that respect. So in the first instance, We want to focus on what it is that you want to have. Now, think about this for the moment. Let's take this year, for instance. So over the next 12 months, what is it you want to achieve? And the question that I would ask, and this is a great one out of Simon Sinek's Golden Circles, is why? Why? Why do you want the results that you seek? What is it that's driving that in terms of that inner passion? What's your why? Okay, so that's the have. We're then looking at the equals times be. Now, interestingly here, because now you've got an idea on what you want to have, what I want you to focus on is who do you need to be? But interestingly on this point is actually, in order to be this person, to get what it is you're looking for in terms of the results, interestingly, what do you need to learn? Because there's a whole bunch of stuff out there that you don't know at the moment, which you need to put into action in order to get the results. Now, if you think about that in terms of be times do equals have, all we've done is we've just taken the important bit that is a focus for you, is what you want, and we put that primarily first. Now, we just understand what it is we've got to learn. We then go out and do what we need to do, and guess what? You're gonna start to get results. Bottom line is though, you've got to stop arsing around. You've got to be really clear on where you want to get to, and you've got to be really clear on who it is you need to be to get there. Last thing I want to share with you, which wraps up for me, be times do equals have, the abundance formula, if you will, is the quadrant. And I want you to think about this when I write it up, because I want you to tell me and, put a comment in or drop it on the social media or drop me an email, whatever, it doesn't matter, but where you are at the moment, because there's a journey involved here. So let's have a look. So the quadrant, here we go. Break it down into 4 areas. Now, on this side, it's a focus really on the human being, okay? Human being. So that is who you are. Bit of a play on words there because it's about the be, okay? Interestingly, when we're looking at the next quadrant down here, we're focusing on the human doing. Now, right now, you're down in this quadrant. This is you. That's where you are right now. But I want to ask a question in order to get up to here, and when you've got balance between who it is you need to be and the activities that you're doing in order to get the results that you want to have, what we have up here is your ideal self. So think about that for a moment. 12 months from now, you get the results that you're looking for. Suddenly, your world's a different place. Your business is a different place. And actually, you start to behave in a different way. You're not who you are right now. So between the you and your ideal self, there's a journey. This is what I experience all too often. So let's take the human doing, for instance. Loads of activity, busiest person in the business. You're duck on water, legs are going 10 to the dozen underneath. Default for everything that's going on in the business, your clients, your team. Sound familiar? Well, that really is what I would term as the busy fool. Yep, said it. And if you're it, then put your hands up and make a difference in it. You're a busy fool. You've got loads of stuff that you're doing, but you're not doing any of it that is relative and moving you in the direction you need to go. The next piece, this is really interesting. The next piece is, the person here who's got all the thoughts, all the beliefs. Actually, here you go. I wonder if this is you. All talk, no action. All talk and no action. You can talk a great game, but actually it's not going to get you there because there's no doing. So I just wanted to wrap this one up really in terms of the be times do equals have, the abundance formula. Where do you reside in the quadrant? Are you currently the busy fool? Are you all talk and no action? Because that's going to give you the impact in terms of, right, I need to get some balance here. Because you get the balance between these, and over the next 12 months, you can define your why, where you want to get to, what you want to have, and you can start that journey to being your ideal self in your ideal business.
Is that recorded on yours?
Why are we doing this on a Tuesday? Bottom line is I just want to add some value to the business community out there. I see so often people having challenges in their business. Business is tough. I understand that business is tough. There's a lot of what I term as interference, the anxiety, the worry, the challenge, all of that stuff that goes to make business fantastic. But I want to try and help the business community. If I can add a little bit of value, hey, tune in on the Tuesday.